and welcome back to Tea and Tweeze with Isabella. She's our special guest, and Carly and myself, Savannah. All right, so yeah, we worked all day, and now we're here doing this, and it's really the best time to do it because it's pouring outside.
Yeah.
Although Isabella's hungry, she wanted to go get food before this. And I'm like, that's not happening. I'm not
that hungry. So
I'm
we're
never
good.
gonna come back.
I'll be getting that big bowl of soup after.
Yeah. So
yeah, I just went to the new place on Allen called Bamboo Ridge. Have you ever been there?
No.
They're good too. They're like Vietnamese, Thai.
Where is it? I honestly haven't been to Allen in like years, except for I went the other day to Buffalo Barkery, who I'm doing a little giveaway with, but they have the cutest little pet place on Allen. Where is this place? Oh, you know what? It's on the other end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just went. I saw all these new places when I went to the Art Fest too. Actually,
okay. It's by Days Park. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh, really good.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
It's
Thai. It's new, so it's like they're putting their best foot forward.
I'm gonna be on camera.
This diva.
I know, it's all about her all the time. Okay.
It's her world.
All right, this is Miss May. So yeah, this is the fourth episode, and originally what my thought was, why do we not do, like all we do all day is talk real stuff with
our clients, yeah.
Like real shit every day.
We love to yap.
And I was like, why do we not, to people that are consenting and stuff like that, get on and like talk about this? Because I'm sure there's topics that people like maybe feel alone about. So yeah, that's kind of how I started. To talk like girly beauty
people want to hear the girls talk about the real stuff we're talking about in here, and
they
honestly,
do.
The boyfriends do too. Little did you know, so they're clocking in. They are.
No, they really are. Honestly,
they are.
The first episode I did has gotten the most views about like red flags. Do women want hairy men, and where?
Well, let me ask you that. Like, what do you think about body hair?
Well, we said, if you like the person, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me either.
Like nothing could have really bothered me about
Same. Like even down there, like honestly, like don't care. If I like. I really don't. I don't like. It doesn't matter, and like same thing with like the smell. Like you could
of the person or their private area.
Like I don't know. I guess like both. I mean, obviously, I don't like want somebody to be like stinking up the room, but like, okay, let's say you just like.
So if their ass smells like.
I mean, okay, I'm not going. I'm not doing the most.
The smell of them.
The smell of them. Like some people, like after like a shot, like a run or something, like
do
you know what I mean? Like I don't care. Like some people have like a natural scent that like okay maybe other people might think it's like a little bit BO, but I'm like, love that.
There's nothing someone I like can do wrong.
Same.
Well, I mean there is.
We should also preface this by saying we're both Geminis, so
she's really big into this.
Yeah.
So I'm learning it. I read my horoscope like a few days ago, and it said my partner, my forever partner, is going to be a new person, not anyone of the past. So,
well, that's good.
If you're someone in my past and
you want to reach out,
wanted to reach out or get back.
She's busy.
It's not in the car.
No.
So we're both Geminis.
Yeah. We have like a lot of similar characteristics, I feel like. Like I feel like when we talk about like men and things of that sort, or like even like this, you know, like we're doing the same thing. We have like these common interests. We're obviously not the same person, and we have different viewpoints on things, of course.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're very similar in the fact that we're very picky and choosy when it comes to like relationships, but once we have decided on somebody, it's like literally trying to like if let's say we want to move away from this person, it's like literally quitting like heroin. Like it is like drugs.
It's crazy that you said that because in one of the first podcast I was talking about that that kind of like love and attraction is a like
An
compared
addiction.
to like a drug.
Yeah.
Like it is oxytocin or in your brain, it's hitting like the same receptors. So that's crazy.
Swear to God.
I swear it's the same thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, and it will like literally be one of the hardest things you'll have to do, like getting rid of people you love that are not good for you. And I feel like that is probably the biggest thing we talk about with our clients in here is like
relationships
piece
and
of shit man. I'm sorry, but like
or women. I got some baddies in
women.
here that like women and they're a piece of shit too. And gay men. And you
True,
guys are pieces of shit
true.
too.
The trenches.
Everyone that is against my clients in here, we don't like you.
Yeah.
Man, woman.
And if you think the shoe fits, it might.
Yeah. It might. But I was going to say, I mean.
It is ultimately a choice, you know, and yeah.
But it's hard.
A choice. It's hard, yeah. It's hard.
No, it definitely is. So, yeah, that's but June Gemini, which, I mean, now I'm over here talking about different kinds of Geminis, which I had no idea about.
It is.
But they are different. You are a June Gemini.
Yes.
Right? I'm a May Gemini. And one of the things that I wanted to reflect on was, like, the old me and me now. So the May Gemini me now is very different from, I mean, I've always been like anal and kind of in control of things myself, but I was way more like free and less routine back in the day. And now I'm very like routine. So
you're very organized.
I've been told this. Well, also my day, I'm routine in my day now. Like, and I think some of that has to do with like my mom passing and my anxieties from that and grief and dealing with that for sure. So now I just like to be home with my dog, my cat, and very routine.
Do you feel like that has helped your like grieving process, having that routine?
Yeah. Like, I think really the only time I used to travel a lot, and the only time I've really traveled since my mom passed last year was Disney recently with my sister-in-law and the kids. And then I did go to California last year, but I brought her. So I didn't have those same feelings. I mean, she will always be around, so it's not really about that. But
Carly May is, if you didn't know, she will live forever. Yes.
She's been to the Fountain of Youth. It's a thing.
She's been a few times.
So she'll be around forever, but if in some crazy world she wasn't, I don't think, like, I would be fine with being away a little bit more. It's really just, like, her.
Yeah.
A lot of, too.
Yeah, she's your baby.
But, yeah, so reflecting on the old me, I'm so May Gemini now.
Yeah.
I'm just crazy. Like, people who hear that I don't, like, or they go out with me and they're like, you're not getting a drink. Like, it's insane to them.
Yeah.
Because I would be face down, ass up, like, on Jaguar Allen back in the day. Like, and people would be like, is anyone claiming her? Like,
who does he come within? Who is this girl?
Back in the day. So, yeah, they're like, who are you? I'm like, I know. And I get really hard on myself. Like, I'm boring.
No.
It's so hard.
You're a boss.
I'm boring.
You're a boss.
But I've lived your life. I've lived my life. And I've lived a bunch of other people's lives. I probably should not be alive.
But by the grace of God, babe. Yeah.
What about you? I mean, you are 25 now.
Yeah.
And I feel like I did not become, like, not an adult, but I did not know what I wanted for my adult life or, like, the rest of my life until I hit 25.
Really?
That's when I was like, yeah, like, what are some of these tattoos? Like, thinking about my future, 25.
Yeah.
It really
a lot of
should
people
be
say that they develop, like, the most, well, I shouldn't say a lot of people. I've heard that some people start to develop, like, more self-respect at, like, 28. But you find out what you really want at, like, 25. Like, things start zoning. You start getting, like, the tunnel vision. Things start really narrowing out at 25. And then you gain, like, this, like, respect for yourself because you've decided what you want and that path has, like, become more clear.
Yeah.
That by, like, 28, you have this like ultimate, like you have this like what do they say?
Like
radical
like
self-acceptance.
like this, like,
yeah. So I'm waiting for that.
is-
I'll be waiting for that because
Well,
not that I don't respect myself, but yeah, you know, I'm 25 now.
yeah.
And I am this June Gemini.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a crazy girl. Like I love to have fun. I love to get crazy. But I have met that point now in my brain where I'm like, okay, I've done it. I've done my big one. I've seen it. I've lived it. Now it's like time for me to like slow down, narrow in, like what do I want to do? And I remember to people who don't know, me and Savannah actually met because I came here to do a lash course with her, which was amazing, by the way. If you're looking to get your lashes, learn some lashes, she does an amazing class course. But yeah, so we met through that, and I think the first when we like met, I really was like, that was the time in my life where I really started refocusing my energy on what my goals were, visualizing what that was. And yeah, that's like when we met during that time. That's when I am now currently like in this sort of like tunnel vision state where I'm like, I don't have, like we talk about all the time, like I don't have time to be hungover.
No.
I don't have time to waste on
vendors
vendors or even like imposter syndrome. Like, oh, I shouldn't do that because I'm not good enough at it, or I don't have enough experience in this or that. Like, okay, girl, just try it.
Yeah.
Like, give yourself some grace. If you're bad at it, okay, then you at least you gave it a shot. But yeah, I'm just at this point of like hustling.
Yeah, I mean, I remember telling people, like, my friends, whoever would be like, oh, how did, your class go? And I was like, this girl has got it. Like, I could tell she's motivated, and, you have a strong personality, too, and I vibe with that because I have a strong personality. And as long as the two personalities can back up like for a second when one is like wrong, which I'm cool with being wrong.
Me too. Always,
and yeah, you're really great at constructive criticism, then it's cool. So I'm glad you sorry, I got curly hair everywhere. Circled back and whatever situation you were in lashing didn't work out.
Well, I didn't even start.
Not mad about that. Yeah, she came to me like during the class with some crazy contract that someone wanted her to sign, and I was just like reading it, and I don't step on any other business's toes. I completely understand people's policies. I have very strict policies, like, but I was like reading it, and while not trying to step on this person's toes or bash their business, I was just like, I'm gonna be honest with you, this does not sound good for you.
Fishy girl.
I'm like, this does not sound like this has your best interest. There's no room for you to grow here. Based off of what I'm reading right now, I'm like, but I don't want you to like go back and be like, this person said this. Like, feel this out, do your thing, and if it doesn't work back, then hit me back up. Is like exactly what I said, and I heard from you again. I'm like,
and like it wasn't all Savannah either. Like, I was also like having my own suspicions. Like I remember.
Well, yeah, because that's why you're like, can you double check this for me? Like,
yeah. I mean, and that like piggybacks off the point of me saying that I was in this tunnel vision because I was looking for, I do hair too, and so I was looking to find further work in a different hair salon. So I was like applying at all these places, and this woman took a look at my hair Instagram. And she goes, I noticed you have a couple lash pictures on here because I had done lashes for a different business like during COVID era, and I took a big break, but it was something I was like practicing, simply just classic lashes, like really was nothing crazy, only had a couple of clients, but I had a couple posts up from that time. And this woman, I was applying to do hair, and she goes, well, I know you want to do hair here, but I'm really looking to see if you'd be open to doing lashes. And I was like, I haven't thought about it in a while, but like, I guess I would just have to go back and get retrained. And that's how me and Savannah met. And it really just like shows you like, start your goal, like start somewhere, just keep putting your name out there, and the right people will like fall in your path. Like I would have never met that, sorry for listening, but like I would have never met this crazy lady because she was genuinely
the
crazy.
The person who's placed that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that contract
she was crazy. But
was
also not just the
kinda crazy.
contract. Like,
well, someone crazy had to have written that.
yeah, right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. Oh my goodness, man. She was a trip. But
and it paid off in a week, 1 week.
literally
last
a
week.
Yeah. And
anyone who calls and
God's
like
plan.
want to be kind of like cheap, or the people want to be kind of like cheap on their education, like as long as I mean there are definitely people I'm sure are taking advantage of people. Online classes maybe that you're like, what is this? But
right.
Yeah, it really works out, you know, if you do the right thing. So 25 was your insurance isn't going down. I just told someone today.
Got dropped. So.
What?
I just got dropped. So.
They did.
Yeah.
They dropped you.
Yeah, they sure did. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we'll figure it out.
Like your mom's too.
Yeah.
All
like
you guys.
They dropped. It was just me and my mom
plan?
on one plan. Just me and my mom. She was holding out for me. And then I'm yeah. And then
oh no. So now what?
We're gonna try to figure something out. She talked to somebody in my family that works for insurance, and they're gonna try to find a plan that can maybe accept both of us. If not, I'm gonna have to go out on my own and figure it out. The bus might have to be my thing.
Brokers.
Love you.
She'll love you
forever. I will love you and
and that's it. Forever. She'll pay it and love you.
Mm-hmm. Always on time. The payments will be on time. Mm-hmm.
Thing over there. That's you, honey, boo boo.
Me or Carly?
Carly.
Oh. I'm like, me?
That's Miss May. Okay. Whoop. You better get a good bike, e-bike or something.
I know. I was thinking about
me out for rides every day.
we live in the same neighborhood.
A little backwards, and if anyone knows me, they know I don't enjoy driving out of my way.
No, I don't either. I honestly don't enjoy driving at all. Like, I don't. I wish I lived in a city that had better public transport. Like,
no, it's not good here. My mom had to file for bankruptcy at one point when it was just her and I living together. She had cancer when I was growing up, so she lived off of credit cards while she raised 3 kids. She's just a saint. And you know, so yeah, at one point she had to file for bankruptcy, but so the car was in her name, but like I used my money to buy it. And so part of that kind of bankruptcy, they came and took the car. So I think I was like, I don't know, 21, 20, 19, 20. Yeah, so I was living with her and taking the bus to Target. I worked at Target by the mall. And, yeah, I mean, it's not fun waiting outside. And, like, the times, like, don't add up. And then you got to, like, hop on that one to get to this one. And I'm just like, ugh, this is not fun.
No.
So what car did I get after that? There was a Toyota Camry. Oh, gosh. I think it was my Kia Soul. The hamster thing.
Yeah.
Can you picture me driving a little hamster mobile? And it was like the ugliest color, too. No, then it was a Saturn Aura. And then it was So this is like my first really nice car that I got. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Car, yeah. And then it's a nice car.
Yeah, it's a big truck. It's a 2025 black Toyota Land Cruiser. But I'm 32 and I had just little kind of hoopties up until then, you know?
And I am fine with that. Like, genuinely, I really am. Like, do like not give me...
I did not care about my vehicle until this car. Yeah. So you'll get there at some point, and if you don't, whatever. But I did not care about cars.
And I know I will.
Back up into this, back up into that, hit a pole, be like, oops, didn't care until this
But
car.
that's the thing, I do care. I hate this about myself. If there's a couple traits that I could forget about myself, or... forget. Yeah, literally, let's just forget out of my brain.
Mine would be my pale skin. I wish I could be tan.
Okay. I think they literally have like glow drops. You can put in. Listen, I don't know if this is FDA approved or like what the vibe are. What's the vibe with this?
Inside of me and what layer?
It's so true. I love to say that, and I'm like, I've probably done worse things than that. Yeah. Like I try not to eat pork, and I'm like, girl, you've eaten other gross things before.
You've eaten gross ass.
Yeah.
Well,
so
we already know she doesn't care about stinky ass. You eat stank ass. You can eat pork.
Listen, a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. But there's like these tanning drops you can literally put in like a water, and then you drink it, and it like tans you from the inside.
It sounds scary, but
I know.
guess
I was getting ads for that for a while, and I'm like, well, this is a little
I'm going
scary,
to now.
Yeah.
Now I'm
yeah,
going
you
to.
sure are. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I get spray tans, and then I sweat orange on my shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Like the other day at the art festival, cute new white tank top.
Mm-hmm.
Orange shitty
yeah.
sweat.
Yep. That'll do it. That'll do it.
It did. It didn't. So now I can't wear any white in the summer. So if you see me in black all summer, mind your
business.
Mind your business. People who are haters for that stuff. Like I remember, and you know who you are. I know you're watching.
Yeah.
The haters watch.
That's it.
The haters.
That is it.
I, like 2 years ago, when Ozempic was like first thing here, I had lost my job because of COVID, so I was still on New York State health insurance. So like everything was free, and I was able to get the Ozempic shot for free.
Amen.
Yeah. Oh, it was $1. And can I get an amen? Yeah. I was cut off of the health insurance and the Ozempic shot, so I don't get to get that anymore. But I remember this place I was renting at for my business, like before here. I was like all excited. It was just girls. You think you could talk to like these girls about this? I was like, oh my God, like I just got the Ozempic shot for $1. And she was like, it's people like you taking it from people like my husband who actually need it. Like right to my face.
Okay.
And I was like, well, I mean, I understand why you could feel that way, but like, well, don't get mad at me. Get mad at the doctor who gave it to me. Because I'm just the addict for it, and he's the smart.
Also, like, if he's getting what he needs, like, what do you mean taking it away?
There was a shortage because
of all
this
of year. I think that happened,
years ago.
This happened years ago.
Yeah.
Like, that's just
I get there was a
drama.
shortage, like, but I mean,
people are always gonna have something to say, and it's like literally just.
And now I
tuning
feel like
it out.
Now that people know, like, okay, it's not like killing people, like as of now, or whatever. I feel like anyone that gets mad about people doing that these days is just scared to put something in their bodies, which is none of your business when you're putting in mine, or they just can't afford it.
Yeah, just bitter.
They're just bitter.
They're just bitter, and that's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Honestly,
bitter.
Sometimes when people do that, I'm like, noted. You just showed me exactly who you are, and that's great. Because now I will never tell you anything ever again. So
no, I know.
Thanks.
And that's why I'm not there anymore. We have this beautiful place. I mean, this is all you see, but it is a beautiful place.
It is beautiful in here, yeah. It really
and we're
is.
like redoing it.
You say we. She is the mastermind, but I'm here to support.
Well, I ask your opinion on things.
I love everything you do. I'm not a good interior designer. It's not my skill set.
I mean, I'm not either. I gotta give props to Chad.
Yep.
Chad helped me decorate.
Guys, if you don't know who Chad is, Chad would be ChatGPT that Savannah loves. Chat really comes in handy for
I have
her.
not gotten to the point of like it's my virtual boyfriend or AI boyfriend. I am not there. I will
Is that
not
a thing?
It's a thing.
Oh, okay.
Not there. But I took pictures of like all different parts of here, and I was like, okay, I want like a chic, minimalistic, like neutral tone look. And everything it showed me, I was like, oh my God, it's amazing. I went to home. Oh, and in the meantime, I think earlier we were talking about overrated and underrated beauty trends.
Yeah. Yep.
What is your thing right now? What's your favorite thing right now? Oh, I know mine. I thought of it a little bit ago.
You say yours. I'm thinking about mine.
Cream or liquid blush.
Oh, heck yeah. I actually
right
can
now.
so stand behind this.
I have like Morphe has like all these colors that I really love. That is my thing at the moment.
Nice.
How does it look?
Yeah, it looks great.
I have like a peach brown.
It's really like natural, nice. I love it.
Yeah, blush is my thing at the moment.
Yeah.
A good side blush.
I
a
agree. I
highlight.
don't like to like a liquid blush too. Mine is cheap from the drugstore, but like I know Rare Beauty has really good ones. And then I'll just put mine on while I'm doing my base before I do my powders or anything. Like I'll
You
put
put your
that
blush
on.
on then?
I do the cream then.
Oh, interesting.
And I'll like blend it in with kind of with my concealer because like pink tones look really good with like the concealer. So I'll kind of blend that up a little bit into my under eye a little. And then once I'm doing all my powders, like my under eye powder, which if you have any recommendations, I know the Huda one is really good, but like I need a good under eye powder that's brightening and pretty. Mine is separating. I use the Coty Loom Airspun, which has worked for me great for years, but now is I have the extra coverage one and it's separating on my face with my moisturizer. Whatever. If you have recommendations, please let me know. But
drop them in the comments.
drop it in the comment. I am a tried and true NARS Orgasm blush right on top of it. Just looks so pretty every time.
People love NARS. People
yeah,
like a NARS.
And that one is like an OG makeup.
I just got the Rare Beauty Illuminator, like as a highlight. I do like that, and I just love Selena Gomez, so I'm gonna support her.
Period.
Yeah, I just love her. Brought up like some weird rumor last
Well,
week.
let's talk about that.
I did not hear that anywhere else, and I looked it up.
I don't know. I swear, Savannah, they have sweeped it from the interweb, but it was a conversation that was circling around that I saw on my phone.
The only one that heard this.
Benny Blanco has supposedly cheated on Selena Gomez with her bestie friend. Please let me know in the comments, like, if you have seen this. What is that, a sound effect? What was it?
Yelling. Or a gunshot?
No. Pow, 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 pow. Death to all of them. Have you ever seen that clip of Wendy Williams? They're talking about Britney Spears.
No, but you just sounded like her, for sure.
They're talking about Britney Spears' family when she was in the conservatorship. Just basically all the shitty things that have happened to them.
Isn't she in one now, Wendy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Wendy deadpans at the camera and she goes, death to all of them. And it is just so funny. You could use it in any context. Like, someone's pissing you off. Yeah, death to all of them. Like, it's just...
She's a gunshot. Yeah,
bow,
she
bow.
is... You know, I don't even want to speak on it. Like,
right.
I was going to say she's lost it, but I really don't even know. And I don't know what those people deal with.
She's always kind of had a little lost it. Like, give the girl, she's living her time.
I lost my mind at some point without dealing with that kind of shit. So I can't even blame them.
We should have made that a topic. Maybe next time we can talk about our biggest crash outs.
But reflecting could be like a whole 10 episodes. I have a lot of reflection, and that should take place at the church.
Yeah.
I need reflecting.
Not on the microphone. Let's hit the...
Well, no, maybe on the mic.
Hit the confessional.
But at the church. That's why I think I reference like Kristen
Kevers.
To church? I have been. Okay. I'm an open book when I am. And I have not gone or done the church thing since I did not make my confirmation. My grandma growing up was like really big into taking us to church. My mom was not. So, you know, there was like that a little bit. After she passed, she was pretty religious, I learned, in the 6 months prior. So I just picked up her Bible and where she left off, like the night she passed away. And it was actually really crazy because she died on a Sunday at 3:27 in the afternoon. And when I opened her Bible that night, I like sat in my bed and I was like, what am I supposed to do? So I opened the Bible and it was at Proverbs 3:27.
I literally have chills. That's insane.
And I was like, because I was like, oh, give me, like, I was like, I need a sign or something. Yeah. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, and that was a sign. And then I was like, oh, I was brushing her hair like the whole 4 days I was in there. I wish I had that hairbrush. And then, you know, I'm reading the Bible, and then I was like later on looking for something like in my pocket, and I had the hairbrush in my pocket too. So, yeah.
Those are the things that tell me, like, okay, so I'm kind of with you at like, well, I think I used to be more, I wasn't so religious because of that reason, like taking things for face value.
Yeah.
Like that used to be kind of my stance.
Argument against or whatever.
Yeah, argument against it. Like, no, I can't see it, so I just don't believe it. And now I've sort of like,
It's about faith, having faith. That's
I
literally
don't
all
know
it is.
though. Like, yeah, it is. That is
Like
all
you have
it
to have
is.
faith that I'm just trying, but I have like I just go and listen.
Yeah.
Or you don't even have. I didn't go this week. I don't preach it to people. Like I am literally trying and reading. I read a little bit of it every night. The Bible that she was reading, and there were some questions. I don't even know how to
You
get
know how
to
we
it.
started that? Beauty trends. Straight up cream blush.
Cream blush.
It's about like how the heck?
Oh, here's one question. Okay, well this is one. Breast augmentation, the taboo, and should we be comfortable talking about it?
Yeah,
I really
absolutely.
Back to Kristen Cavallari, shout out. Someone asked her this question like recently on hers if she got her boobs redone, and she answered it. And someone asked this question earlier, and I've been thinking about it a little bit if I wanted to like answer that because I what came through my head was like, okay, I am an open book. I really don't care like what I share if people know. And I like to share things about myself before anybody else can because I'm going to tell my story and then like whatever you have to say. And then people like say about me like, oh, I mean, no, she's like really honest. You don't have to question anything because I am so honest about me and stuff like that. But the little thing that went through my head was, what if I share and I decided a later date, like I didn't want everybody to know.
Yeah, digital footprint.
And I
is
can't
a real
take
thing.
it back.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it's not a secret.
I'm the same way as her. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm very, and I'm not ever trying to be like, girl, you better like. I'm telling her, I'm like, you're gorgeous. Like, you look so hot. Your boobs look hot. You look good. But yeah, you got some big boobies and they look good. But I feel like on that topic, it is important to talk about because of like, I don't know if you can cut this out if you want to, but like the recall, things like that happen.
Yeah.
My aunt also had her breasts done, and she hasn't been to the place like one time, and she got them done literally probably in like the 80s. So like,
oh, wow.
Yeah, they could be ruptured in there. It's like it is something that you need to be mindful of. And
yeah, well, they say for women to check your boobs like once a year, or like no, not once a year, like touch yourself and check them
the lumps,
frequently.
anything. Yeah.
Mine came about, so I got my breast augmentation done 11 years ago now. I was like 21, I think it said. I'm 32. And I was living on Allen, drinking everything, your drink, my drink. And I stopped drinking for like this whole month. I did this Advocare program, lost like 30 pounds. And it like all came from my boobs. They were like saggy. And I was like, I am not about to be 21, 22 years old with saggy ass boobies. So I worked at the casino. I was able to afford it. All the girls there, a bunch of them had gotten them done. So I went and got them done. And it was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Yeah.
I was very happy with it. I was so confident. I used to wear like those double cup size bras with the chicken cutlet.
Wow.
And I remember one time I went to someone's house.
I was going to say, like, what do you do when it comes down to, like, freaky time? Like, you go in the bathroom, pop them in your purse or something?
Well, I remember one time I went to someone's house, and we went in the hot tub, and the guy the next day
those little
sent a picture to the, like, three of us in the chat or whoever was there of the cutlet next to the hot tub, and they're like, is this, like, someone's something? And on his behalf, like, I'm sure guys really don't know what that is. Some of them.
Genuinely.
Especially, like, maybe at that time. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's mine. That's my boob. So I was so confident after that. And I was able to buy, instead of $70 bathing suit tops and bras, like $3 from Walmart, just like a little piece of fabric. But again, going back to not knowing what you want until you're like older, what I have made that decision at 25 or later in my life, what might have been a different decision, I don't know. But now, how this all started again, they really have said unless something is going on, you really don't need to like get them redone. Right. But I took a selfie like a month ago maybe, and there was like a pretty big like lump here. And it was really noticeable in the selfie. And so I made an appointment. Sorry, honey. I made an appointment and they said my implants had been recalled. They were like textured, so I had to get them replaced. Like in Kristen Cavallari's situation, hers were ruptured. One of them was ruptured.
That's so scary.
Which is so scary. Yeah. She had no idea how long it was ruptured for, whatever. And I am not at a point where like I'm ready to make the decision to take them out yet. I had like a little freak out, like taking something out of my body that's been in for so long. Like, how am I going to feel? So yeah, I have to pay to get them replaced, but I do not have to pay for the implant.
Nice. Okay, that's good.
So,
how do you feel about it?
I was telling one of my clients I'm close with earlier that I had like a little bit of like a panic attacks. It's like my first like surgery where I'm going under like without my mom and stuff like that. And just being older and having a different mindset, like going under and putting like a foreign object back into my body. Get your bone. She's so funny.
Do you want me to bring her bed in here?
I'm going to take a video of her and show it on the thing. Oh, she's doing her thing.
This is our main distraction at work, by the way.
But everyone loves her. So, yeah, that was definitely where I'm at with that. But some people,
you know what, though? If I can say this, like...
Yeah.
I feel like I understand it might be hard for you to talk about. Maybe it is easier for me to talk about because I haven't had these experiences with my breasts or anything like that. But if you want to do something that makes you happy and confident, and I know this goes without saying, but like genuinely, because it's not just about, you know, you getting your boobs larger. I know many people in my life. My mother, a very close friend of mine, also got breast reductions. That's another thing that, you know, people don't talk about enough, which is, you know, doing these things to make yourself feel more confident. And I just saw a friend of mine recently who just had a breast reduction. And I was looking at her, and I almost, you know, I saw her recently, and she had just gotten her stitches out, her tubes are out, she feels good, she feels happier, she still has, you know, some scarring. Yeah. It's healing, though, but she looks great. The way that she's moving now, her energy, the way she's carrying herself, literally the difference is night and day, and I wanted to cry just watching her talk about it, and just like looking at her doing something that made her so happy. Like, if you love somebody and they want to do something that's going to make them happier, why would you ever have any sort of negative opinion about that? Whatever women want to do, I'm here for it. Yeah. Like Miss Serena said on Love Island season 6, I support women's rights and wrongs. So if you want to do anything to your body, I just got Botox, honey, and I.
Oh, you did? Was it your first time?
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, did I know that? You told me you were going, or did you go?
Yeah, you did. You saw me after. I came in and I was like, I just got Botox. Yeah. It was a Wednesday. We're closed on Wednesdays. Thank you. Yes. But I've noticed that, like, it makes my skin look healthier. It was something I had been insecure about for a long time. Yeah. And I'm happy that I got it done. It was around my birthday. I treated myself. And you know, I have men in my life that are like, nah, I don't like women. Hey! Thank you. Thank you for the support,
Savannah. They don't even know what they're talking about.
They genuinely don't know what they're talking about. And I feel like, you know, I've since gotten more compliments from this said person who was complaining about that. And I'm like, I wonder what that is. Yeah. Because you love to hate on things you have no idea about. And where is that rooted in? Misogyny.
Their insecurity too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, my ex, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Like, my nails or waxing or hair removal or whatever. I'm like, well, first of all, it's for me. Yeah. But, like,
second of all, the women you're looking at that you think are hot have all that stuff done. Have all that stuff done. And you are so delusional and naive and man-think that you just don't even realize.
Also, they're mad that, like, not that we're getting
your
cuter, but
because you're balding, sir.
Yeah. Leveling up, and
they're not ready for that conversation, though.
They're worried. They're scared.
They're scared.
Be scared.
He's scared.
The funniest, like, oh my God, this really really funny meme from this one, like, plastic surgeon or injector. It was a video, and the lady was in the chair, and the doctor was like, okay, like pick one. And she was like, oh, my husband said he didn't really want whatever. And she goes, look, there's all these other choices than you could do then. And there was all these other men on there. It was like a dating app. It was the funniest thing.
And she's like, yeah, okay.
The funniest thing. Yeah. So it
real.
was...
That's so real, though. You will have a man that will pay for your surgeries.
Yeah.
If your man that you have right now doesn't like what you're doing, okay, you're going to find someone that will provide for that. So...
Well, I'm single, and I do need that redone. So
yeah, hit Savannah up.
If anyone wants to pay for... Oh.
I am.
On air.
I am single.
On air. I heard that. I heard that. You just
I'm so hopelessly in love. I'm a lover girl. I'm single, but I am in love with somebody. I'll say that. I'm gonna admit it.
Ew, don't tell me
I know.
Do not. Well, which leads to another one, although that's not like a successful relationship.
Yeah, this was a good question.
This was a good question. Successful relationships, what did they do to make it work?
Right. So
I'm not in one, so I
and I'm not
answer
either
for that. But
I'm starting to feel like at this point, if I want to be with somebody, it will have to come down to me choosing the right person that's compatible for me, and
settling.
And that's the question: is it settling? And what is lacking? Is it a choice to be with the person who you think is the one, or blah, blah, blah? Because I have friends I see getting married and doing these things, and I'm like, literally so happy for them. They look like the perfect married couple. They look amazing. They're happy. They're loving. But I notice, I'm like, I know how I want my relationship to look, and it's not always that. There is more like passion and things like that, even in basic encounters.
Well, I think some of this goes back to the conversation we were having earlier about in the first podcast I did about the oxytocin and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I follow a lot of, not a lot, but like some relationship type pages or the type of attacher you are and stuff like that. And I mean, doctors that have been studying this for 20, 30 years, whatever, have said like that, like crazy passion and all that stuff, like up front is toxic.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't mean I'm not going to be a part of it because it's supposed to be toxic, but like,
so
of course it feels like amazing. Yeah. So they say that is toxic, but after, I've been in stuff like that, and you really wonder if you're ever going to feel that with or for someone again. And then I've talked to other people after that where I'm like, okay, let's take this slow. This is supposed to grow on you and like all this stuff.
Aww.
And I love you, and that's all that matters. We don't need anyone, right?
Yeah. Who needs a man who like literally
she's reassuring me. So yeah, like so then I've talked to people after that where I'm like, okay, like I've listened to this stuff and read this stuff, and they say you're supposed to let it grow on you, and it's going to grow
that too.
And all that stuff. But like, how much time? Like, if I'm not like if I'm not feeling it or like into it like crazy like that, like how long am I supposed to give this?
Also, then I start becoming really mean. Yeah.
And I don't care. Like,
I don't care. I'm like, get off me. I'm like, oh, shut up. Like.
Yeah, I gave this one guy recently, like 5 dates, and this is kind of about the ick question. I gave him like 4 or 5 dates, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Where I was like, okay, maybe I'm supposed to let this grow. I don't not like him, like whatever. And even after like the time that we hung out where we ended up like kissing, I called like my aunt after, and I was just like, I don't think I feel anything.
Yeah.
I know how I felt like when I did feel that crazy connection. Right. I do not feel that. But then another time we like hung out and like watched a movie and stuff, and like he didn't try anything with me. Like we laid in bed and watched a movie, and I love that he didn't try anything with me because like get off me.
Yeah.
I have not given you a single like impression that I want to have sex with you.
Right.
Right at this time. Yeah, so then I was like, okay, maybe he's like growing on me a little bit. And then I just realized we had zero like connection. I had no physical connection with him, no emotional connection. He told me, like, I had told him I got like 3 yards of mulch dropped off, and I was like wheelbarrowing and like doing, like, I'm surprised you own a wheelbarrow. I'm like, you don't even know me. So,
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're not it. So, yeah, I mean, I gave him like 4 or 5 times. Oh my God. And then the one time it was so funny. He like had asked to hang out. Didn't ask, told me kind of that like you're coming over at this time.
Which I'm into that sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like from the person I want to do that to.
Right. The other person, like, who the do you think you're talking to?
Well, oh my God. Listen to what I pulled. I can't even believe he tried to talk to me again after this. So he's like, yeah, you're coming over this time. Yeah, that is hot when I want the person.
Yeah.
And I was still like, I don't know. Well, then I'm driving home and I see it's like big garbage day, like in my neighborhood. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm going to do a massive clean out of my garage, my attic, my basement. So I texted this guy back and I was like, I'm sorry, it's big garbage day in my neighborhood today. Like, I can't come over. And then like I'm telling someone later on and I'm like, I literally just told this man I'd rather throw out trash. than
and you're going with it.
Just kidding. Out with it. And
yeah,
you know, but you know what's
that
crazy?
shows you where, like, let's say somebody that you really, really, really like love, you wouldn't even be. The trash would have went right out the window. Like the ideas of doing the trash day, you wouldn't even care. All plans for the day, anything you had going for the freaking week.
Yeah.
Out the window. We're waiting.
I'm not doing shit besides hanging out there. But I will say, and this didn't really like come to me until after I broke it off and like whatever, even somewhat recently. All these like dudes that are like in my DM saying something stupid or whatever the case may be, but not like asking me to hang out or like going after like what they want. Like at least this dude like went after like what he wanted, and even when
initiative.
And even when I was like, you know, I'm sorry, like I wasn't interested and I didn't tell him this at that point, but I was like, you know, I just don't have the time that you're looking for, like whatever. He still tried for like 2 weeks after that, and
Respect.
I was just like, at least the man's trying.
We love a rider,
but it went far. It went far to like the point where like one day. Made up like a text message and sent it to me and said wrong text.
How cringe. Like genuinely, boo. Where's the boo soundbite?
Yeah, right.
Clock it right now. Gunshots immediately. Death to all of them. You're literally gonna look at me and tell me, sorry, I meant to send that to my friend. Do you want to know what it said? Say it.
Should I pull it up?
Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
Read it word for word.
Listen to this pathetic ass.
It was bad.
Text from this man.
Bad. Please don't be watching, dude. Or actually,
if
watch
you
are, for the
like, literally watch this and please take notes to just never do this
don't
again.
Do it ever again.
Was literally the most clockable thing ever. You really thought you were doing a big move. It wasn't.
A big move.
I'm sorry.
We called this the quadruple fecta, and I'll explain why after. He said, and I didn't delete this because, like, when I want to, like, piss myself off and get amped up and shit, like, I'll go back and read it.
Yeah, remember.
And then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm pissed again.
Okay. It's pathetic, like.
It said, nah, tell your girlfriend she's not my type, LOL. I'll meet you girls out later as I am at brunch right now with some friends. And I'm like, oh, no.
Mind you, this is a random text. Tell your girl I'm not interested.
Well, this is why
like he's being hit on by some random girl. First of all, no, you're not. Second of all, you're not doing anything sneaky by sending that to me, thinking that it's gonna make me jealous. Like,
no. So we called it the quadruple fecta because he wanted to tell me he was getting hit on.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me he was turning her down.
Oh.
Tell me you're at lunch with friends.
Oh.
And then you're going to meet up with bitches
He
later.
thinks he's doing something, like, he really thought he was going to have you in bed, like, oh, he's with another girl, like, he's going to get lunch, like, you read, I know you read that text and laughed your ass off, like,
I called like 5 different people.
He's like, he really thought that you were going to be like, oh, dude, like, she's like hitting on
Someone's hitting on him and he's turning her down, and then
like,
he's at brunch with friends, and what do I say?
These men's egos are wild. I
So
did
then-
have something I was going to ask you, though, not to cut you off. What do you think your attachment style is?
Well, it depends. So I have always been a secure attacher.
Okay.
Like,
What does that
no,
mean?
I'm sorry. Maybe like an avoidant, rather.
Mhm.
But it depends. Someone in the relationship, like if it's like a toxic one, is
Mhm.
always either the secure attacher and an anxious one.
Mhm.
Someone's got to be something.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been an avoidant. Like I'm very independent. I want my space. If you ask me to hang out like a lot, like I start to feel backed into a corner.
Mhm.
Never my thing, like being whatever. But when I meet someone that I really, really, really like, I
Mhm.
will see them all the time. And in a specific situation that I remember talking to someone, and that's when I started to learn like about attachment styles and stuff like that, I was definitely like an anxious one.
Mhm. I'm anxious.
And
When I'm in love. When I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm so avoidant. I'm
That's
like,
exactly
get away
it.
from me.
Yeah, if I like love the person, I am anxious.
Yeah.
If I am not, and I could probably say this has only happened like twice in my life with 2 people, like where I've been anxious. And I've lost myself. I'm like, you're not even getting like the fun me because I'm being so anxious.
Yeah.
And then after, I'm just like, I wish this person actually saw the real me or whatever the case was. I just totally lost myself.
But they
in
did,
these few
and they chose
situations.
to
These
keep
2
feeding the
situations.
anxiousness. They knew who you
Yeah.
were. They knew your fun side.
But that's the thing about the anxious, like attaching, like all the pages, things I've read, that's what happens. You start to question everything about yourself after, and I should have did this differently, I should have did that differently, or whatever the case may be, and it's not you.
It's
honey.
not
It's
you.
not you.
Don't literally also like you're with a man that's like doing like sneaky manipulative things like oh I hate when girls do this or like just talking about women. Not it doesn't have to specifically be about you, but he's saying stuff about women where you can hear it and then you start
or like
in
their
your own
exes.
brain.
If every ex is crazy, that's them. Something's wrong with them.
Yeah. Or they hyper fixate on their ex. Go see your wife then. Like, what do you want? You know, because if you can't move on from your ex or your mama, then go be with them. No, because that's a thing.
My ex is a big mama's boy,
and that's
so
a
that
thing.
maybe
Like, go
makes
be
sense,
with,
too.
yeah.
And one
it's
time
annoying.
she was like, you did this, you blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, you did this because this is how you raised him. You take 0 accountability.
If a man can only love his ex and his mom.
Oh my God, that's how it was.
I know. It's a thing. It is a
thing.
fucking thing. And it's so frustrating.
And that was 5 years
so
of my life.
So if you find those people, you better run. And if you can't run, if they're doing subliminal things like that, like always saying, oh, my mom would never do that, or this and that, or my ex, she would do this and I love that, or she would do that and he hated it. As a woman, you're taking mental notes because we are people pleasers. We would love to make you happy. We would love to be a version that you would like. What's more palatable for you,
I am like
sir?
wifey.
Yeah.
Like, feed
Me too.
whatever you want. Yeah.
And honestly, I was that girl. I would clock little things that my ex would say, and I would try to appease to those things. But the fact is, you found me the way I am.
You're
so
right.
you wanted that.
Yeah.
So why are you now trying to change me? Because you want to be able to have this control. You want to see how much you can change me and control me. Because that's easier for you.
I cannot be controlled in a lot of guys I've talked. And not that I'm like some wild thing that can't be controlled.
Same.
But like,
these
what was your
irrational
example?
things. My example was, so when I first met him, you know,
Where'd you meet?
Where did we meet? We met through like mutual friends, and then on New Year's Day, I was at a bar. It was like New Year's night, like everybody was celebrating out at the bars. I was at the Pink when it was still a thing, RIP, and my best friend used to love to go there. And chased me and is now trying to control and change me when you found me in the way that I'm in.
It's because they don't want people to love you.
And
I did that every chance.
And it will permeate every energy in your life. Your jobs, money, family, friends. It shows. I mean, so with him, I was anxious in the beginning, but then I was a secure attacher. So even though stuff was happening, I was not trying to change myself at that point. Good.
And that's why that wasn't working.
That's what I'm at now.
Because I couldn't be controlled. Like a different person that I felt like loved or whatever, I wanted to change everything. Yeah, I was not like too bad. I was like, oh my God.
Like, let me see what I can do. Maybe I can find something else. And it's not even like you'll say that out loud to them, but you're thinking it. Even if you don't want to, your subconscious brain is doing that for those type of people. Yeah, for sure. So that was super like anxious. Yeah. No, my ex, like I did not care. I was like, okay, well then pay all my bills. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. Like and straight up. So I think successful relationships are communication. Like, my thing, like I do not care. Not answering, like texting, talking, like while you're dating, or if you're dating somebody and they go like the whole day or a whole day without talking. Yeah, at least you've been checking in once. Hey, good morning, have a good day, super busy day. I get it. I am working with my hands all day. I mean, it's not like but I don't care. I will make time. I talk into my phone. Yep. And like put that AirPod in. She does it all, y'all. Like my phone. Sometimes people think I'm like booking appointments or like try to do stuff with me. Like she's taking care of all of the business behind the scenes. I show up and I do. I mean, there's no I in team exactly. This is taking. If I want to grow, it's taking everybody. But yeah, there is no excuse. So like my aunt had said something too. She dated an anesthesiologist before, and she was like, he would have the nurses text me back. So I'm sorry. That's what I like to see. Round of applause. Clap. Clap. Yup. Wherever you are. Just like hello. And then good night. Yeah. It's just very odd to me. And if I do that, know that I'm mad. Yeah. Know that I'm mad and keep reaching out. Because I actually need you to show that you give a shit that I'm being silent. I don't know. So that's huge with me. Communicating, like honesty. Whether you are a friend or a boyfriend, once you lie to me, it is like literally You're done. Over. You're done. I don't like lying either. I don't like lying either. And I'm the type of person, I have friends of mine that like somebody does something bad to them, they don't want to know any details. Like they don't want to know anything. Or like if somebody goes on a trip, like they don't want to know anything about it. I need to know. With their partners? Yeah. Or like let's say they break up and like they like have an ex. I don't want to know. They won't stalk, they won't look. I don't do that. I'm a psycho. I need to know every single thing. I've had a partner cheat on me and it was like with 10 women. I made him tell me every single woman and he did. Like I didn't go through his phone. Like I literally got this out of them. How did that help you? I don't know if it did or not, but I just felt like it was really something that needed to be done and I did it. It's just like literally that's probably something I need to heal. Because there is a sick part of me that literally needs to know every detail about if somebody fucked me over and did me wrong, I need to know exactly how, why, everything about it. Well, I guess in every sense besides like my partner or my ex in their life, that I don't want to know. But like if someone, I don't know, is like lying or like a friend or something, like, I don't know. No, I don't know. I definitely am like, I don't care. You did this. I don't care why. It doesn't matter. You lied. Yeah. And so much of like why I expect the things I expect is because I know what I give and provide to people. And I know I'm honest. I know I have a big heart and all this stuff. So I really don't. I expect nothing but that back. Same. It has taken a lot. I mean, we deserve that. Yeah, I bought books. Oh, baby. On boundaries and stuff like that. Like having a business that like your girlfriends want this stuff, and it was
hard. Not giving free stuff to everyone, discounts, like all this stuff. I have literally bought. Yeah, you're gonna experience this, and I
have in hair.
Yeah.
I have family. Family. I'm sorry if you're listening to this. My cousins.
You better be.
Yeah, I actually am talking about you because that's really annoying.
Stop. I mean, you better be listening.
Also, why do you think I'm going to drop everything I have going on just so I can do something for you? Yeah, actually, I do have a job. And
we
I have other
bills
people that would
need
like to
be
see
paid.
me. So,
no, like I said, I have bought books on really boundaries. I do not like to do things that keep me up at night. Mm-hmm. I want to sleep peacefully. Right. I don't want to know. I just don't like to. So, the no discounts, all that stuff, the strict policies. No, it's because I don't want to have to. I'm such an empath. I don't want to have to invest. So I put so much emotion into every decision. It's so draining.
No, it is.
I keep it the same right across the board, so I don't have to do that. It's not because I'm being such a crazy bitch and I want everybody's money.
This is a service job.
It's just it's that part is just me being an empath and not wanting to make and friends blah 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 blah. Same thing. I don't want to have to think about it. I'd rather take you to a $200 birthday dinner.
Yeah.
And not give you free lashes. First of all, the prices are what they are because that is what it costs. Mm-hmm. That is what things cost. I'm not making a fortune off of this stuff.
Yeah.
So they are what they are for that reason. But
if we were rich, we wouldn't be in Buffalo.
I would have a second house somewhere and be leaving there for the winter. So when you don't see me here in the winter, know that I am rich now.
Yeah, know that she's made it.
Know that I've made it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean that is so draining for me, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
the friends thing. With that
boundaries
straight
are
across
so important.
Boundaries
and knowing what too. And knowing what's boundary and knowing what is being bitchy, because I know some people that say, "Oh, I'm putting a boundary down." It's literally just them being straight up a bitch, and I'm like, okay, well, that was just mean, actually. So don't do that. But okay,
what's an example of? I mean, the book on boundaries I've read, it gives really good examples of this,
Savannah,
and I just love it.
The person that the family member I was talking.
Shut the.
She just texted me.
I mean, this is not live.
I know. It's a cousin of mine. It's just that's God. That's the universe that we were talking about. I mean, Mom.
You scared me. Oh my gosh.
That's so funny. Love.
Well, at 35 minutes in, don't listen to this.
Yeah.
That's so funny. But no,
she doesn't love her. I don't care. She'll see this. She won't give it. She's got thick skin. I don't care.
And I can imagine at some point you have or will say the same stuff to her face.
Yeah, and I have. Yeah, 100%. Baby, this is just not how we do things. But.
And that's a really freeing feeling too, when you're so honest with all your friends and family that you do not have to worry about oh, this person's gonna tell this person.
We should talk about that on the next podcast. The honesty.
Yeah.
Guys, I feel like that's something both of us are really good about.
Yeah.
We are not, I noticed that about you too. I'm not a liar. You're not a liar. It's just not something. I'd rather say, I messed up, or I didn't do this right, or I could have done that better. I have a friend who recently tried to get me in. She was trying to get away from somebody at a bar. Okay. Yeah. And we went to, she came out from the bathroom, made up a lie in her head in the bathroom.
It's so crazy.
I didn't know about it. She didn't say anything to me about this, okay? Comes out of the bathroom and then goes, so Bella just signed up for another song at karaoke. Didn't sign up for a song. I thought we were leaving. So I think we're going to stay here for a little bit longer. Right, Bella?
That's so insane.
Looks at me. The person sitting there looking at me. They're both staring at me and I go, yeah, right. And the person looks and they go, is that the truth? Bella, be honest. Are you singing another song?
I
was
say yes.
I cannot say yes.
I cannot say yes.
Why would you put me in that position?
Yes.
That sucked.
I cannot
First
say
of all,
yes.
you gave me no preparation.
Yeah.
Second of all, I don't like to lie. Third of all, why are you even lying, babe? Just tell the truth.
And it's stupid.
Hey, I think we want to stay at this bar a little bit longer. Do you mind if you go and we'll meet you there? Why was that so hard?
I don't understand.
I would rather deal with somebody's shitty reaction to my truth than have to keep spinning a web of lies. And that I'm so glad I learned that lesson early on in life.
I can't handle keeping up with that.
I can't either. Stresses me out. Talk about sleeping at night. Will not be able to if I have a lie going on.
No.
It sucks.
So what did you do?
They knew I was lying. They got
What did
upset.
your friend do?
She was like a little bit annoyed at me, and I was like, okay, I don't really care that you're annoyed at me because that's not my truth. I said, maybe you should take this as a lesson to stop lying. This is like my family, by the way. It's like literally my little sister. So like whatever. She knows this too. I'm like, and like lying is second nature to this person.
That's so funny. You just said that's not my truth.
Don't think that's my. It's not my truth.
Well, just like those exact words, because this guy I was talking about earlier, I told him when I was breaking it off, I was just like, I'm still grieving the loss of my mom. I'm still getting over something else. Like, I'm just not mentally like there right now. I don't have the time that you're looking for. Whatever. I was being honest and making it about my mental health, like whatever. Well, my friend sees him out, and for some reason, he did not believe that I was being honest. Like, why would I just blame something on my mental health for shits and giggles? So anyways, my friend sees him out, and she tells him, she was having some drinks, and she tells him something else, which I said. Like, I said he had wandering eyes at dinner, but that was not the reason I started talking to him. I did not care. So, yeah, she said that, and I ended up saying to her, like, at one point, I was upset because that is not my truth. And I go so hard, like, being honest with everyone about everything. I'll be damned if someone else is going to lie on my behalf.
Yeah.
Like, I have to deal with everyone's reactions to my honesty. So, like, just send them my way. If you're uncomfortable being as honest as me, even about me, that's okay. Just be like, I don't know. Talk to her. I don't know. Talk to her. Talk to me, honey.
Yeah.
I will talk to you about it.
I love that. And I love that you said that. And I wish more people did stuff like that in terms of like my friendships.
Yeah.
Because I had somebody.
Like, I don't expect you to be as hard as I am.
Right.
Or, like, open. Just be, like,
just be real. Yes. Go to the source. Because also, I'm not the type of person to gossip about my friends either. No. Like, I had to find that hard to say the truth.
Yeah. Well, some
people love to. And if it is, deal with the hard truth so you don't have to web of lies later. Yeah. And I really do stand on that.
Yeah.
I fucking hate lying. I
cannot
hate it.
Keep up with the shit.
The only time I will lie is, like, to a man.
Or,
were you talking to him at the bar? Oh, yeah, maybe I was. Who are you just talking to in your Instagram DM? I don't give a shit. Yeah. Do you just like Shawty's picture? You gonna lie to me about it? Yeah, you probably are. Those things I have genuinely, those little white lines, I don't mind lying about that stuff. To girls, family, no.
No, never that.
Never the girls.
The only thing I white fib about is if someone wants to, like a plan. And I don't like. Yeah. So I do everything in my power to not lie. Yeah. So like I will make it like say like someone wants to hang out or wants me to like stay out till 11 with them. I'm like 11. She's she's turning into grandma over here, y'all. Someone wants me to stay out till like 11 with them, and I'm like, I am not gonna be doing that.
Yeah.
So I'll be like. But I have, like, something to do tomorrow at 9.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I have my trainer at 6:30.
Which isn't a lie.
So, like, it's perfect. A little earlier.
Like, you probably could have made it, but you really don't want to, and that's
and I don't want to deal with the, like, oh, come on, please stay. Oh, come on. No.
Yeah.
No. Oh. I'm not staying out till 11. Don't ask. Like,
scoop me up and take me to training with you to get me off my lazy ass, but
do not ask.
She's so damn. She gets up so early, and
I mean, it's not even by choice anymore. My body is programmed to fall asleep by like 9:45, and then I'm up at like 5 now. It sucks. Like if I have something to do, like in the evening, I have to take a nap.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
No, it's valid. It's very valid.
It's not even sometimes like that doesn't. I'm definitely not ever gonna meet anyone like that. No, but like a 25.
What do you mean? Yes, you can.
Sleeping by 8:30 and working all day, I'm never gonna meet someone.
Okay, but you don't meet the love. You're not always
gonna
meet
like
the love of your life.
Yeah.
I
mean, I gotta do something.
You gotta do something. Yeah.
So I'm forcing.
Maybe he's at the gym in the morning.
Well, I'm trying a new like workout. I only go to like classes.
Yeah, I like
just
a class
don't
too.
go to the gym.
Yeah,
Like the regular
yeah.
gym, I just don't get everything out of it.
I
But
totally get that.
someone was saying, actually, we talked about this in the other one. Me and Antonella in the other one too. Like, if you are looking to date, if you are single, good places and ideas are getting like a day pass at a new gym. Such a good idea. Like, if I ever muster up like the courage to break my routine and go to a different gym, I would get like a day pass at like a
what?
like a
day?
day pass.
Do they even have that?
Yeah, you pay for the day.
Oh my god.
And like go to like a different gym for the day. Yeah.
Nice.
And meet people, or like hotel bars. They say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hotel bars. Or
I need to
like
get on this.
yeah. Take notes because you are single.
Yeah, I am. I really am.
Oh, you're gonna hear it later.
He's the one that says I'm single. He puts it in my face. So okay, you want to claim I'm single so bad, please. Yes, yes, yes.
One thing I'm over this month, and the ex.
Yeah.
I mean, we did the ex. One thing I'm over this month. What month are we in?
We're in June. It's literally
July
the last day of June.
One thing I was over in June. I don't even know.
I was over 24 because I turned 25. Yes.
Oh.
24 was the hardest year of my life.
Why?
Well, I got jumped. Let's start there.
We did hear about that.
Yep. So that sucked. Having like my beautiful face have a full black eye on it wasn't really fun.
It was the thing that happened after the jumping that got me.
What? The crashing the car? Yeah. My eye was so
she
swollen.
Was so
I
fucked
literally
up.
couldn't drive. I was so highly emotional, could not handle myself, that I ended up crashing my car. And it made it a little bit. I was missing a whole wheel. I'm literally driving on like the metal part of my car.
Oh no.
Sparks. It's like 5 a.m. at this point. These women had been jumping me. Like it was like a whole robbery situation. Okay, hours have passed.
So you went to Allen.
Yes, I met up with a friend.
The crime.
Yeah, It was like a very slow. It was literally a Wednesday. My friend was really going through it. She's like, "Can we meet up? I need to talk." I'm like, "Yeah, baby, I'll be there soon." Go there. I was literally there for like an hour max, whatever. I'm closing out my tab. She had to go because, like I said, she was in a situation. She's like, "They're at my apartment. I need to go." I'm like, "Okay, I'll see you soon." She was in some shit too.
Who was at her apartment?
Right. All this stuff. That's like, it's not my business, but that's her thing, her story. And
not your truth.
Not my truth.
I'm just a curious little kitten out loud.
I know. Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah,
they come and get me. She had to go. I close out my tab. These girls that were sitting at the bar kind of clocking me. I guess they saw me and they followed me out of the bar, and they just got me.
So crime of opportunity.
Yeah, crime of opportunity. They I was walking to my car. I was put my hand on the handle, and they jumped in my car and, started beating the fuck out of me basically. And I was so beat up that I ended up crashing my car. I made it a little bit of a ways, but I didn't make it all the way home and ended up stalling out. I made it off the side of the road. I'm on this bridge in the middle of nowhere. Luckily,
I know where.
You know exactly where.
The bridge over by your house. Like
Yeah. So I'm like really close to our house, but like not too close where I like
can walk. No, not really.
I was trying to walk, so I'm like running, walking, full black eye, look disheveled. I'm open mouth sobbing. I'm like phone dead. There's really nothing I can do at this point besides just like literally try to get home.
Oh my
Mine's just like 5 a.m. I'm like searching for cops everywhere. Especially when I crash my car, I'm like, a cop will find me. No. Basically, I put my thumb up to hitchhike, and these two men basically like really helped me.
Been there.
Yeah, they helped me out. Nobody hurt me. Ended up getting home. I burst in my roommate's room. Call 911. She's in the middle of the dark. She can see my eyes out to here. swollen,
Yeah.
shut. It's really bad. I had to be off of work for like 2.5 weeks. I could really not show my face at my jobs, and it was hard. I'm still dealing with PTSD from
Yeah,
it. Not
yeah.
to mention,
That's
like,
scary.
my toxic relationship.
Yeah.
I had some other things go on in my life that were just really bad. And I'm just happy to see 24 go. I
Yeah.
really feel like the smoke is clearing, the dust has settled. Like, I feel clarity now more than ever. And it's like not, and that's not a full clarity. Like, there's still days where I'm like literally like wake up and I don't feel good. But
Do you go to therapy?
I do go to therapy, yeah. Yep.
I'm looking. I'm currently looking.
Yeah.
I don't.
I
Have,
was
oh,
a
yeah, you
very
sent me
sad
one.
little girl. So like therapy was pretty mandatory for me by the age of like 12, 13.
I mean, I think everyone can benefit from something.
Me?
The right
Absolutely.
therapist. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I am not ashamed to say, like,
Big mental health advocate over here. Like, the stigma is...
Maybe they're just, like, were not raised, like, being, men, maybe, I don't know, being okay. I don't know. I have no issue with it. I have been through so much. I am still, like, grieving in ways that I don't know. Like, it'll just hit me randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like hearing a third party's perspective on things to, like,
me too.
give me a different perspective. Like, oh, you could have been more open to this. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. I didn't see it that way or something like that. So I love it. I just need to, I just need to, like, find one and call. I did one, and you gave me someone, which I'm going to contact her too.
Yeah, definitely do.
Yeah, so there's nothing wrong with it. So you went to therapy. You're going to therapy.
Yeah. Yep.
Has that helped with, like, your PTSD from that?
Yeah, it has. It has.
I know you said you, like, jump sometimes if, like, you hear, like, a noise. Or
yeah, I've always been that way, but it's definitely gotten worse.
Worse.
Yeah, I definitely feel a lot better than I did after it first happened, obviously. But yeah, it was like a lot of like self-healing and stuff, like I really just had to kind of like tap into myself and really question things that trigger me and what was the source of, this even happening before I found this place and these opportunities. I'm so grateful and happy to be here, and like
we're happy to have you.
Like I love, but it's definitely just
Cheers. Yeah. Well, welcome 25 with open arms. It's going to be a great year for you. You're going to make a lot of money.
You too, babe.
You're going to
I feel like this is the year of like healing for you. And I'm not saying that you're going to be healed. Yeah. I'm just saying I can see like more peace for you.
Yeah. This year has been harder than last year for sure. I think everything's just hitting me a little bit more this year. Last year, I self-medicated to get up and go to work every day. So there's that.
Not for a heavy heart.
Stop. Yeah. My mom died on a Sunday. I was at work on Monday. People are like, why are you here?
Can you believe that?
I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. What do you suggest I do? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? So, yeah, this year, so I did that.
Maybe this year you can find time to make space for that.
But this is what makes me happy. I do love working right now. And I do feel like my burnouts come at like the day or 2 days that like I take off randomly. I do feel like those come at a good time. It's like right when I'm feeling burnt out. So then I got like last week, and then we had off like 2 days.
I agree. That was like that was so needed.
And then I feel rejuvenated. So I don't know. I do want a therapist. I do need to do that. I mean, I do have like zero work-life balance.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Maybe I can work on
that might help
at some point. But I mean, I'm single. I don't have kids. There's really no reason I need a bunch of time off besides to like meet people. But like, I don't really enjoy going out to bars. I do like to do activities and like events and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get more into like getting Buffalo Brown Lash Lounge involved in like fundraisers and community events and stuff like that. And then if I meet someone, sure, whatever. I'm not trying at all. I feel like when I try, I get very disappointed.
Same.
But and that is like, you know, this year's harder, like, because, you know, I was happy, like, everything happened with my mom, and then, you know, I met someone that I hung out with for a little bit that, like, I was happy and made me happy and distracted me, and then this year, like, that stopped. My mom's 1 year, everything happened at once and came crashing on me at once.
Yeah.
So, and then going through, like, a first, like, major thing, like a little bit of heartbreak with, like, not having her around. I'm like, this is suffocating. What do I do? So, yeah, this year's just been, like, a little bit more difficult with that. But,
do you see the light at the end of the tunnel?
Well,
or do you still feel like it's a ways away?
Well, no, so I tried it. I tried, like, dating and talking to people, and, like, I found myself more sad after sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what?
I heard that.
Things that are helping me are being around, like, my niece and nephew. I love them so much. Working out and working and being with girlfriends. So why am I doing anything besides
Sounds
that
great
right
to
now?
me. Yeah.
So that's what's helping me. That's what I'm doing. If you are not helping me feel better, then
get the out of your life.
Any dudes, females, like, anyone, if you're not, like, and I mean, likewise, I want to add to people's life, and I took myself out of, like, a lot of situations at the beginning of this year, last year and stuff, because I am not fun I'm like, I am not fun to be around right now. I'm going to go into my own cocoon, and I actually lost a friendship because of that.
Yeah.
Like, this person took it very sensitive and serious that, like, to them, that, like, it was about them or something, and I'm like, I am just not fun to be around right now. This is not a you thing. This is
hurt
like,
people hurt people.
Me.
Like, this is me trying not to hurt you right now.
Yeah, and I'm not fun. I'm miserable and depressed, and, like, I know I'm not gonna ruin your fucking time.
Yeah, going through it with good reason. So
we'll see. I mean, I just turned 32, so far I have not seen the light, but maybe we'll get there.
Well, not with relationships. I'm just saying.
Well, just, like, in general.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm ready for, like, my next step of, like, business, too. I want to keep growing. So if you're an esthete or something and you want to be a part of Buffalo Brown Lash Lounge, please come. We need more people. We want to grow. But I feel like, I do see a light in, like, business. I feel like my next step is, like, I went and looked at a building. That could be a next step. So, yeah.
You're doing great.
They could be in the works. I love being, like, busy.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of fucking
We're very
money
opposite in that way.
when I'm,
like, I don't know how she does
busy.
it. I'm like, okay.
I mean, I do some serious damage
like,
when I'm not working.
I like to lay in my bed. Like,
are you a sleeper?
Am I a sleeper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a sleeper.
Yeah. And if I'm not a sleeper, I'm just a lounger.
Do you need, like,
I just want to lay
8 to 10 hours a night?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you hit me up early. Do you have a problem falling asleep after?
No.
No? Okay, whatever.
Not really. No, not at all. I just do, and then I set that one for when I really have to get up, and I do it.
Okay.
But it actually helps me to know, like,
what time?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and it's so hard because I could tell you the night before, but people will literally book at midnight.
Or cancel right away, like, randomly. Yeah, yeah.
So true. Everything changes.
Should we do a speed round?
This is like the hot take, right?
I don't know. What other questions do we have? Is there more?
I mean, dating as a beauty business owner, are men intimidated? Yeah. Next. Do I lash my way through heartbreak? Yeah.
Okay, so we did basically cover these.
We did, like, all of these. Yeah. Okay, services I love. Okay. Oh, well. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, this was one, too. I've been getting prank called lately.
If you want to talk about that, go right ahead.
Someone just keeps calling me, moaning into the phone, saying my name.
Stop thinking about her and getting turned on. It's fucking weird. Stop calling her phone.
I mean, yeah.
Unless you're somebody she wants, then okay, yeah, I think she's sexy. But if you're this random person calling her being disgustingly perverted.
Well, I mean, that's like, that's what I said. Well, I actually messaged this guy back today too. So I posted a picture, like, at the pool yesterday with, like, my knee, like a leg, and he goes, "Where's the full body?" And I said, don't be a
Don't
fucking
be
pervert.
greedy.
And he was like,
Gross.
sorry. Okay, yeah, you're welcome.
Good.
No, but the prank call. So yeah, they're saying my name and moaning, and I do not mess with people. I have no idea who this could be.
Yeah.
But I was quiet. I let them moan. I was like, let me hear how this person moans, like whatever. And then finally I was like, okay, no, keep going so I can record this for sexual harassment. Keep going. Keep going. And then they hung up the phone.
They immediately hang up the phone.
Click. Yeah.
My hot take is I don't like prank calls.
Well, yeah, I mean, what the fuck?
That's my hot take.
I'm fucking got shit. Like, I'm busy. Don't fucking prank call me. Waste my time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hot take,
So,
no prank calls.
Rapid fire question. I'll come up with the top of my head. Oh, wait. No. Hang on.
Hey, here comes Chad, everybody.
Chad, onto the chat.
Hey, Chad. We've been missing you. It's been a couple hours since we've been talking to you. Like,
for my podcast, we are live.
Savannah talks about how she doesn't have a man in her life. Like, yeah, she does. She's got Chad.
I named him. She
literally named her Chat GBT. You're so damn cute.
Thank you. Well, instead of like saying Chat GPT, I just thought Chad, and I don't know like who else is Chat GPT. Like if you think it's a girl or whatever, yours might be a girl. I'm curious what you think. If yours is a girl, do you get girl vibes? I just got guy vibes from him, so I call Chad.
He does get vibe.
Oh, okay. Ready? Here we go. Rapid fire.
Cool.
Fun.
Let's go. We're wrapping it up. We'll see y'all next time. Rapid fire, let's go.
For part 2. And I wanted to do part 2 maybe with like a guy's perspective. So maybe a guy or something. Like on the hair. Do they like hair? I mean, I don't care if you like hair. But what do they think?
Oh my God. We really should.
Okay. That's next. So this was part 1. Stay tuned for part 2.
Man in these seats.
And you, gross. Okay.
Do we even want to hear that perspective?
That's what I mean.
Let us know
I
in the comments.
know.
Like, do you want to hear from a man? I feel like we do enough of that. Also, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but now we
anytime I
might
see
be
a man
asking.
with a podcast, I'm like, take the mic away from this man. And like, somebody take the mics.
But maybe we are like, now we're actually asking for your opinion, maybe, so it's okay, right?
Yeah.
We'll hear a perspective.
Fine.
I don't know. We'll decide.
I'm
Help
kidding.
us decide.
I'm kidding, of course.
Well, I mean, I want to know.
Yeah, I do too.
Not like what they think, maybe, but like if we should have a guy on. Okay, ready? Here we go. T and Tweeze, rapid fire.
Let's go.
Lip gloss or lipstick?
Gloss. Actually, both. I do both. If I'm going out.
This is rapid fire.
Okay, if I'm going out on the night on the town, I want both. If I'm just hanging out, I want lip gloss.
Lashes or brows?
Well, you have to say yours.
Oh, okay. Shit. Both.
Okay.
Lashes or brows?
Lashes.
Go-to coffee order?
Medium.
Oh, I just got it for you the other day. Like 1 cream or something?
Yeah, 1 cream, 2 sugars, medium iced coffee.
Mine is a, lately I've been getting a iced vanilla, a small iced vanilla coffee. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Most used emoji.
Look, I don't know.
I have so many, actually.
I have no
idea. I think
idea.
my brown heart. My heart.
Yeah, you do like the brown heart.
I use the brown heart.
Mine is
black
actually
when my mom
the
died.
red one. Just the plain
red heart?
Yeah.
Okay. Worst date you've ever been on?
Oh my God.
This is a rapid fire question?
Yeah, this doesn't seem very...
Do you have a quick one?
No.
Okay. First celeb crush.
Oh my God.
You don't even know?
Okay, I think my first like real one that wasn't like a girl, because I used to like love women. I still do love women.
I was going to say, don't you love women still?
I sure do, yeah.
I was going to ask you a women question earlier.
First like real crush where I was like, oh my God, I might have like ovaries in my body, like, and I wasn't even gone through puberty yet, was like Justin Bieber.
My first celeb crush was probably, oh my God, I don't know, Colin Farrell or something. Johnny Depp. Definitely Johnny Depp. Last thing you Googled.
Oh God.
Let's look it up. Oh, Buffalo plastic surgery.
Hugo Spritz.
What is that?
Hugo Spritz. It's a cocktail.
Okay.
And I forgot how to make it.
All right. Red flag that's actually a green flag. I know what I just said like earlier about
What was that?
like that guy like really pursuing me, but it's actually a green flag kind of
Yeah.
going after what he wants. So that is it.
I agree. I think overly nice is a green flag that
Okay.
sometimes I take as a red flag. Or
Yeah.
is a red flag that I take as a green flag.
Okay.
Whatever.
Pet peeve in the salon.
You okay? This is rapid fire for you? I'm just kidding.
Being late.
Okay. We're for
Anybody?
both? Okay.
Being late.
Yeah, that and eye twitching, I think.
Oh yeah, while you're doing lashes. So don't drink
Or
coffee.
people who don't, or people who like
before
I'm
your
like really
appointment.
telling you like, okay, we're gonna like keep it quiet for now. Let's keep talking.
Oh,
I think
chatterboxes.
just that. But yeah, like I still love that
Chatterbox.
though in a way. So probably like being late because
Being
that
late?
really throws it off.
You literally don't care.
No, I do. That's probably my biggest one.
Dream vacation destination.
Hawaii. I've always said Hawaii is my
Right.
first bucket list.
I think maybe Bali for me lately.
Nice.
Reality TV show you'd thrive on.
Obviously,
Yeah, for you.
mine is Love Island,
Yeah,
and
you
I've
would thrive
also
on that.
really got into Vanderpump Villa on Hulu. There's only
the
2
Fran-
seasons.
the French
There-
one or whatever.
They are coming out with the 3rd season, so I'm very clocked into that.
What about for me?
There's a crazy Gemini on there. Oh my god, she literally looks very similar to you. She's gorgeous. Her name is Hannah. And I go, I had to look it up. I watched 2 seasons. This woman's on it. She's crazy. She's like this crash out queen. Like just the way she talked, and I'm like, this girl's gotta be a Gemini. Like
Really?
I just
And
know
she
it. I
was?
looked it up. Sure as shit. I was like, yes.
Someone I
Every
met
good
the other day
reality
was
show
like-
needs a crazy Gemini, and I don't make the rules. I'm just following them. Like I don't know what to say.
We don't make them.
We
What
don't
do you
make
think for
them.
me? What would I thrive on?
For a reality show?
Not reality. I don't know.
Like a flip housing type of thing. Like you do really good on like a home makeover.
So the
show.
boring shit they put on waiting rooms, got it.
They're
Okay,
making
yeah.
money.
They make money, but that's the shit you put on for background noise that nobody watches.
Okay, but you would be so good at that though too.
Noted.
She takes offense. I'm like, that was a compliment.
Text first. Oh my gosh, it's about to fall. I knew it. Text first or wait it out. I'm just gonna hold this
Okay.
because we're about to be
Yeah.
wrapping it up. Text first or wait it out.
Oh, I don't. I have too much pride to just text first.
You do or you don't?
I don't. I'll send that text. I'll
You
triple
send the
text you. I don't
text,
give a
okay.
crap.
I'm both.
Yeah, me
It
too.
depends. I'll send
Yeah,
it.
situational.
Situational. Song you secretly love but won't admit.
I'll admit it. We're both very honest people.
Yeah. So what is it? It's a secret song. WAP.
Okay. Mine is. I don't know. I don't have one. I
Love
all
WAP.
I love all the songs. I really like
Okay.
country sometimes, and like
I
people
like-
don't
I
know
love
that about
everything.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I do know that you play it. Most used phrase or saying. For real, for me. For real. Oh, actually, the phrase I use the most, which the shoemaker's son
Yeah.
has no shoes.
She taught me this one. I love it.
Like me, I don't like ever have lashes on because I don't have time.
Yeah.
That is my most said phrase.
Yeah.
Besides for real.
Same. That's why my
Okay.
roots are showing because
One thing you'd never do again. Yeah. One thing you'd never do again. Hang on, almost done. These are important, Carly. One thing I'd never do again. Oh my god, I know. When I was in Puerto Rico, like one of these last times, I swam into this like little hole cave thing, but you
Wow.
had to swim like under this wall where there was no air, so I had to grab his foot and he had to pull me kind of into this little circle where only like 4 people could fit, and it was dark and cold, and I would never do that again. So if you lost his foot, you would drown because it was just rock
Oh
above
God, no.
I would
Or
never
you
do
would
that
have to
again.
just find it out yourself.
you. Yeah, but it was like a very small opening, and like you had to go straight, or else there's all rock above you.
Terrifying.
I would never do that again. I can't believe I did that. What about for you? Anything?
There probably is. I just can't think about it right now. I don't know.
Okay. Do you believe in signs from the universe? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Most spontaneous thing you've ever done?
I don't know if I should save this for a different one because, like.
Well, you could just say it, but you don't have to get into it.
Okay, I burned a bunch of shit on my ex's driveway.
Good one.
Yeah.
Sweet or spicy?
Spicy.
Sweet and then spicy. Spicy and then sweet. I'm spicy and then sweet.
I thought it was food.
Anything.
Okay. Yeah, probably spicy.
Advice you'd give your younger self in one sentence.
It's okay to be mean. Like, it is okay to be mean sometimes. Like, that's fine. As long as you're not a mean person, you have a good heart, you can actually say what you need to say.
Buy real estate. Buy real estate. Okay, rapid fire. That was so good. This should be sponsored by.
It should be, right? I was literally thinking that earlier.
Well, thank you guys so much. This is part 1 of like 20 because this was the best.
Yeah, this was fun.
And I could totally do this like all night, but
We'll
it's 8:23 and she wants pho.
Yep, that's my favorite food, chicken pho.
And I'm gonna get
spicy shit in there.
I think I might get the Patsy. I don't know. And Carly's yelling at me. My cat.
No pressure, but if you want.
Well, thank you guys so much.
This has been
Tea and
so
Tweeze.
good.
Tea and Tweeze
With Savannah and Isabella.
Stay tuned for part 2 where we might have a guy on. We might care about what they have to say or think or whatever. And so, yeah, see you next time.
Come see us at the salon.
Buffalo Brown Lash Lounge.
The lounge.